Hello, Kendall from Reddit Whiskey with a recap of my first attack from this war. This was the first attempt on this base, and you can see there's just a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of empty space along the outside. Those would have been weak for double giant bombs because they wouldn't have been in between two defenses, but, still an unknown whether there's Tesla theirs or not. Most likely, double giant bombs were in the core. My guess is, here and here, and then probably here and here made the most sense. But what's in here, I don't know. Could have been Teslas. It was just difficult to kind of determine how my hogs would have pathed and things like that for plan. But what I did notice was there's two air defenses very close to each other, and they're on the way towards taking out the Archer Queen. So LaLoon was the attack strategy I was going to use for this base, knowing that I was going to be able to get two air defenses down while I was taking out the Archer Queen. So first thing I had to pull the clan castle troops, and you can see that the base designer's done a very good job of having defenses outside the radius of the clan castle, which means you're going to have to kill at least one defense before your troops are going to even move inside the ring to get the clan castle pull. So, pretty tough clan castle pull. Downside to doing something like this is it makes your base a little weaker because your defenses are more spread out. But neither here nor there. I had to determine where I wanted to go from, and kind of looking at my options here. So if I'm looking at this compartment over here, it's very well protected by the air defense. It would have been difficult to do a loon pull over here. It would have had to have been hogs. Same could be said over here. Very difficult to do loons. Really good air defense coverage. Looking over at this compartment over here, air defense coverage isn't as good until you look at this air defense over here. So you can see that actually this archer tower is also defended by air defense. So it would have been tough even on this side. And that kind of left this top corner. And if you look up here at the top, though, these two defenses are not covered by this air defense or this air defense. So my plan was I was going to use a two-finger drop. I was going to send two loons here and two loons in here with the idea they'd path from here to here and here to here. So that would then get my clan castle pull and also get these two defenses taken care of. From there, I brought 10 archers, and I was going to go ahead and kind of path the CC troops back and forth so I could do a suicide balloon drop. Once the CC troops were dealt with, I was going to then send a golem in between these two gold mines. And very important, I wanted to drop it right in between these two gold mines because I wanted the golem banging on this wall right there. And the reason was because the wizard tower would then be shooting at this wall right there. So then I could send my wall breakers in, my 3 wall breakers in, at this wall right here, this corner. So therefore they wouldn't get shot while the golem was hitting on the wall. So my plan initially, I was going to drop the golem. I was then going to drop a wizard here and a wizard here to break the trash ring. Then immediately drop my 3 wall breakers in here, follow my barbarian king and archer queen right to there. And then I was going to go ahead and wait. I am so bad with wall breakers. I wanted to make sure that this archer tower's down and the golem and barbarian king were banging on this wizard tower before I sent in the next 3 wall breakers to break this wall right there. So from there, I kind of thought the archer queen would jump over this wall and my barbarian king would take her out. Didn't end up happening. And you'll see it in the replay. I was a little disgusted with the AI, but from there the air defenses would get taken down once the archer queen was down. That ended up happening, just not as smooth as I'd liked. After that was the loon drop, the hound and loon drop. The plan was I was going to send in one hound from this direction, one hound from this direction, followed by 4 balloons, and then 2 balloons, and I was going to drop a rage spell right there. And then remember, these 2 defenses were going to be dead from the pull, so I was going to send another hound in this way, followed by 3 balloons here, and only went with 3 on this side because the cannon is much closer to the air defense. I don't have to get through 2. And then followed by 2 balloons this direction for the wizard tower, and that was more to take out the wizard tower and mortar to kind of keep the balloons kind of pathing in a clockwise motion. You really want your balloons moving either clockwise or counterclockwise. These were going to path to the center, but I wanted the rest of these to kind of move this direction. And then I was going to drop a rage right here. I was then going to drop my 3rd rage right here to get all of these balloons kind of moving through the center. And then I was going to send my last 2 balloons here with my final rage right here. That was the plan. So counting it up, I've got 4, 6, 8, 11, 13 balloons, plus the 1 for the Suicide King drop, plus it was going to be 4 balloons up here at the top to do my CC pull. So we've got 18 balloons was going to be the makeup with 3 Lava Hounds. So that was the plan. I'll go ahead and we'll watch the replay and show you what went well, what didn't, and you know what I could have changed to improve upon. So starting, did the balloon drop. That went perfect. You'll see they kind of move through. And here is where I get my first surprise from this raid. He's got a dragon in the clan castle, and you can't do a suicide balloon drop on a dragon. So I just sent 1 archer down here to pin, to drag those down. And my goal from there is I'm just going to send the golem in, followed by my archer queen, and let my archer queen take out the wizards and the dragon. I think I also dropped a few archers to kind of help to take out the wizzies and the dragon. But so he goes down, golem goes down, followed by my archer queen, dropped a couple archers, and then I guess having the dragon kind of messed it up. I ended up dropping the wall breakers before I dropped the wizards to break the trash ring. But neither here nor there, they bust open. Then I get the wizards down, break the trash ring. Then my barbarian king goes in, and you'll see I wait here until the archer tower's down, everything's moving towards the wizard tower, then to send in the next 3 wall breakers to get that compartment open. So everything's going well here. Golem spins out, archer queen starts shooting at it, 2 goblins come out, wasn't expecting that. Looks like my archer queen goes after the goblins, and then, actually no, it doesn't even kill the 2 goblins, it decides to shoot at the wall. I'm not exactly sure what the AI on the archer queen, she could have stepped forward 1 tile and shot the archer queen. No, she decides to shoot at a wall the entire time. Even better, my barbarian king goes down, archer queen still alive, now she's shooting at the air defense. It takes the archer queen shooting at her before she decides to shoot back, but neither here nor there, both the air defenses go down, drop the ability. So first hound goes in, second hound, 4, 2, I dropped my first rage and I missed with that. I really wanted it over closer to the other this archer tower so that it was under rage. These were under rage right here. Next hound goes down, 3, 2. This rage, I get much better placement on it. Drop these balloons though wrong. They should have been a little farther open. And then I can completely miss with this next rage spell. It should have been much more in the core. You can see all the overlap I've got on this rage spell, and overlapped rage spells don't help you at all. So dropped my last, actually 3 balloons because I didn't need the suicide balloon. And then I dropped my final rage here to kind of keep everything moving through. And then you see I brought a couple minions, and I've got my archers that I didn't need for the suicide loon drop to kind of just sprinkle around the outside to kind of help with cleanup. So we'll speed up from here. It's just cleanup. Attack went pretty well. Again, the placement of my the heal or my rage spells was really poor. I messed that up pretty bad, and I could have dropped my loons a little better. But this kind of worked out all right. This is only the second time I've attempted a LaLoon attack. 3 stars on both. Sneak peek, my next attack is going to be a LaLoon also. Wasn't as successful on that one. I haven't wanted to focus a whole lot of time on this strategy. I have a feeling that Supercell's going to end up nerfing it. I've seen too many Quattro and Penta LaLoonion attacks where they don't pull the CC, don't kill the Archer Queen. It's almost just a brute force attack, and Supercell has historically changed the way the game works on brute force attacks because I don't think they really like them either. So I hope this was helpful. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below, or if there's other things I could have improved on. I mean, I'm still don't know this strategy real well. I've watched a lot of videos, just haven't had a lot of time to practice it. So please leave those below, and thank you very much for watching.